students, welcome to our next class in data structures using Java. In this class, we are going to learn about binary tree. What is binary tree? How to represent binary tree? How to traverse binary tree and applications of binary tree. Let us start with definition. What is a binary tree? Already we know that a tree is a non-linear data structure. Here, binary tree is a tree in which every node can have maximum of two children is called as binary tree. In this binary tree, each node can have maximum of two nodes only. Either it have no children or one children or two children, but maximum is only two children. Whereas tree can contain any number of childs, but binary tree must contain 0, 1 or 2 children only. In a binary tree, every node can have either 0 children or 1 child or 2 children, but it does not contain more than 2 children. Let us see example for this binary tree. Here first one only one node is there. This is also binary tree because it doesn't contain any child, and this is a root node. See second one. It contains only one child. It is also binary tree. Third one. It is also contains one child. This is also binary tree. Let us see fourth example. Here, this is root node contains two child, 1 and 2. And this is Z. This node contains only one child. And again, this node contains two children. So it is a binary tree. Just see another example. This is not binary tree because it contains three child. So it is not a binary tree. It's only a tree. As we discussed, binary tree is a tree that contains 0, 1 or 2 children only. But in this diagram, it contains 3 child for this node. So this is not a binary tree. Roots of tree is not having info as x. Only first one is only one node is root, and it doesn't contains any child, means 0 child, so it is a binary tree. Root has left child 1, it contains only one child. Here also contains right child and only one child. The root x has left child and right child z, which is again a binary tree with its parents as z, and left child z is a, which is turned a parent for left child b and right child b. So these four examples are binary trees. Types of binary tree. There are many types of binary trees. Let us discuss these types of binary trees. First one is binary tree. A binary tree is a full if every node has 0 or 2 children. Means each and every node must contain 0, either leaf or must contain 2 children. Then only it is called full binary tree. A binary tree is said to be full binary tree if and only if it contains 0 or 2 children. If any node in a binary tree contains one child, then it is not a full binary tree. Here it is example. This is root node and it contains two children, 15 and 20. 15 contains again two children, 40, 50. Again 40 contains two children, 30 and 50. Here 50 doesn't contain any child. Here 20 contain any child. So it is a full binary tree. If it contains any child, then it is not fully binary tree, because here I have written extra child, one child for this node 20. So if any binary tree contains every node has 0 or 2 children, then it is said to be fully binary tree. Next one is complete binary tree. A binary tree is said to be complete binary tree if it all the levels are completely filled except the possibly the last level, and the last level has all the keys as left as possible. Means here all the levels must be filled or completely filled, or the last level must be filled from left to right. Understand? A binary tree is said to be completely binary tree if and only if all the levels are filled, completely filled, or the last level must fill from left to right only. See here, see some example. 18. Okay, how many levels it have? Level 0, level 1, level 2, and last one level 3. Must all the levels are completely filled. Here no, last level is not completely filled, so it is not a complete binary tree. But another definition is there now. It must be filled from left to right. See here, from left, last 8, 9. This is complete binary tree because it has filled from left to right in the last level. If there is, uh, let us say another example here. See here, level 0, level 1, level 2, and level 3. Is this a binary tree? Complete binary tree? No, because this is the last level 3. Okay, before filling this last level, we have to completely fill the before level. Means here, after completely filled the second level, only you have to fill the third level. Here second level is not completed, so it is not a complete binary tree. For suppose if here second level is totally completed and third level started from left side, so it is a complete binary tree. For suppose it has some child. Is this a complete binary tree? No, because here there is no right child for this node and there is no child for this node, but this node has child. It's not filled from left to right, so it is not a complete binary tree. Next one is perfect binary tree. A binary tree is a perfect binary tree in which all the internal nodes have two children and all the leaves are at the same level. What is a perfect binary tree? All the internal nodes have two children and all the leaves are same level. What are the internal node? For example, this is one node and this is its child, and this is its child. This is known as internal node. Here is internal node. If a binary tree, all the internal nodes have two children. Here see, this is 15. Here it is an internal node, it contains two children, and also 30 is an internal node and it contains two children, and all the leaves are at same level. Leaves leaves are nothing but nodes without any child. So these leaves are at the same level. So this is a perfect binary tree. See one example whether it is binary tree or not. Sorry, perfectly binary tree or not. Here, see, this is root node. This is an intermediate node. It contains two children. Okay. This is an intermediate node. This contains two children. This is an intermediate node. This contains two children. But the leaf nodes. What are the leaf nodes? This and this. These five nodes are leaf nodes because it doesn't contain any child. But these are not at same level. These leaf nodes are at level 2 and these two nodes are left at level 3. These leaf nodes are at different levels. So it is not a perfect binary tree. A perfect binary tree is in which all internal nodes must contain two children and all the leaves are at the same level. Then only it's said to be perfect binary tree. Properties of binary tree. A binary tree with node n has exactly n minus 1 edges. If a binary tree contains 10 nodes, then 9 edges will be there. And maximum number of nodes present in a binary tree is of height h is 2 power h minus 1. If height of the tree is h, then maximum number of nodes is 2 power h minus 1. Height of tree is number of levels in it. How can you calculate height of the binary tree or tree? Level. How much number of levels is nothing but height of the tree. If a tree contains 3 levels, then the height of the tree is 3. If the tree contains 10 levels, then height of the tree is 10. Benefits. What are the benefits of binary tree? Searching in binary tree becomes very fast. Using this binary tree, we can search element very fast. And traversal gives sorted order of the element. Traverse will give sorted. If we want sorted order of elements while traversing, we will use this binary tree. It is easy way for holding and moving data. By using binary tree, we can easily hold or move the data. It is used for graph traversal. We have next topic, graphs is there. Graph is another type of non-linear data structure. In the graphs, if we want to traverse the graph, then we will use binary tree to traverse the graphs. Binary tree representation. This binary tree can be represented in two ways. One is array representation and second one is linked list representation. Consider the following binary tree. Here root node is A and uh, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. These are the nodes in this binary tree. How many levels are there? 0, 1, 2, 3. That means height of the node is 3. And how many nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 nodes are there. How many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 minus 1, 9 edges are there. What are the leaf nodes? I, J, F and K and H are leaf nodes. What are the intermediate nodes? D, B, C, G are intermediate nodes. Array representation. In array representation of binary tree, we will use one-dimensional array to represent binary tree. We have seen the example in the previous slide. Let us represent it using one-dimensional array. We have root node A, and for A, 2 children. Okay, B and C. For B, D and F are children. Again, for C, G and H are children. But this F contains only one child and G doesn't contain any child. Again, G contains K. This G, why here these are empty? Because for leaf nodes we will represent empty. To represent a binary tree of depth n using array representation, we need one-dimensional array with maximum size of 2 power n plus 1 minus 1. To represent binary tree using arrays, we must declare array with size 2 power n plus 1 minus 10. 2 power where n is the depth. Depth means here level. Level means what? 2 power 3. 3 plus 1 4. 2 power 4 means 8. 16 minus 1 15. Size of 15 we have to represent. We have to declare array of size 15. Next representation is linked list representation. We use double linked list to represent a binary tree. One is for data and another is for left child and another is for right child. Here we are using linked list for representing binary tree, and in that we are using double linked list to represent binary tree. This double linked list contains three parts. First one is for left child address and second one is for data value. This is for data value, and third one is for right child address. Every node consists of three fields. First field for storing left child address, second for actual data, and third for storing right child address. The representation of binary tree using linked list is as follows. Example for binary tree representation using linked list representation. See, here is the root node A, left child. This is right child. Again, B contains only B, D and F are childs, and this is F is the leaf node, so these two are null. Again, D contains two children, but I is a leaf node, so null. J also leaf node, so null. K also leaf node, null. And this G contains only right child, so left one is null. Again, H is the leaf node, so these two fields are null. Applications of trees. Trees are used to represent many mathematical expression searching methods. Mathematical expressions searching methods. For example, if you want to search some a particular value or particular data, we can use this trace, and we can represent many mathematical expressions for searching. They are also useful to draw organizational chart. Organizational means, for example, if there is a management is there. For management, there are number of manager levels are there. Okay. For manager levels, there are number of employees. Like this, we can represent organizational chart. For example, if you take our college, first one is correspondent, college correspondent. Next, principals, degree college or inter. Next, these are the staff under these principals. Like this, we can represent an organizational data using these trees. And class hierarchy in Java. In Java, there are number of classes. In class, there are no subclasses, or a package contains many classes. We can represent those class hierarchy using trees. File system. For example, if a folder contains another folders, again that folder contains another folder, subfolders. We can represent those folders using these trees. Storing hierarchies in an organization. Already discussed. If a correspondent is one level and principals are in another level, again we can represent senior lecturers or non-teaching staff. We can represent the organization hierarchies using this tree. Trees can hold objects that are sorted by their keys. Objects, for example, if we have taken employees in a company, if we want to sort using their salary, because all the employees doesn't have same salary. Depending upon the salary, we can sort their employees, and also every employee has some employee ID. Using that employee ID, we can sort the employees in the any organization. Trees are used to represent phrase structure of a sentence. There is a sentence, we can divide like verb, pronoun, noun, adverb, right? Any sentence can divide using structure, means we can divide words in a sentence like nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, etc. We can use tree representation for the structure of sentence. Let us discuss some operations on binary tree. What is a binary tree? A binary tree is a recursive data structure where each node can have at most 2 children. Here, see example, here is the root node and this contains 2 children, and this 2 contains only 1 child. At most 2 children are there for this root node. So this is a binary tree. Binary tree implementation. The binary tree can be represented using pointers. Already in the previous slides we have learned that binary tree can be represented either arrays or linked list. If you have used linked list for binary tree implementation, then we will use pointers in that. Each node can consist of three parts. First, data, left pointer, right pointer. Left pointer represents the address of the left child and right pointer represents the address of the right child. To create a binary tree, we need to create the node first. We have to create node. What that node contains? Node contains data value, right and left. Left is used to represent the left child address and right is used to represent the right child address. The starting node of our tree usually called as root. Here we are using we are declaring a class binary tree. In that node is root node. Here I have declared a class node. Okay, in that key, what are the value we want to insert into that data? We will use key. Node left, right. Okay, this is node is nothing but of type this class, means pointers. Public node, this is a constructor, parameterized constructor. Key, item means what are the elements we want to insert into the tree. This is data is nothing but item. Key equal to item, left equal to right equal to null, because uh, for uh, for newly inserting or newly creating tree, all the fields are empty. So first when we insert only one node, then it contains only one node and its addresses are left and right addresses are null. Class binary tree. Node root. Binary tree int key. Root equal to new node of key. Binary tree. This is parameterized construction and this is um, default constructor. Okay, for default constructor we are initializing root equal to null, and for parameterized constructor we are initializing root equal to new node of key. This is main method. We are declaring object. Binary tree equal to new binary tree. When you declare this, immediately a root node will be created with null. Tree dot root equal to new node of 1. When we use this, here this will be implemented. Then again for left new node, and again for right 3, and for again we are inserting 4. Just as see this with diagram. First we have inserted 1. Okay, here these are left and right are null. Okay, initially, and again tree dot root of left. In left we are inserting 2. Okay, and right we are inserting 3. Again left dot left, here this left dot left we will inserting 4. Like this we can insert elements into the binary. How this happened, let us see in diagrammatic representation. After creating object for this binary tree, it creates a null root, and when it's create a root, okay, after this statement execution, this will create here a node with value 1 is created and their left and right addresses are null. After executing these statements, uh, in left address 2 will be there, and in right address of 1 3 will be there. Again these left and right are null. After executing this statement, left dot left for 2, we are inserting uh, left child as 4. In this way the insertion will be done in this binary tree. After creating binary tree, the result will be like this. First we have insert tree root as 1 and left and right child as 2 and 3, and for 2 we have inserted 4 as left child. If we want to insert more nodes into this binary tree, we will call create function recursively and create new node on each recursive call. We can call recursively for inserting new nodes into the binary tree. Traversing means visiting each and every node in the binary tree. There are three types of traversal of binary tree. First one is pre-order traversal, second one is post-order traversal, and third one is in-order traversal. A node in a binary tree data structure can be reached by starting at the root node and repeatedly following references to either left or right. For traversing, we have to start from root node and then we will go left or right according to the type of traversal technique we have taken. The degree or number of children a node has is a maximum of 2. For binary tree, what is the degree of maximum degree of node is only 2, because in binary tree each and every node must contain 0, 1 or 2 children only. If any node contains more than 2 children, then it is not a binary tree. Only if it contains 0, 1 or 2, maximum of 2, then only it is said to be binary tree. When all the nodes are created, then it forms a binary tree. The process of visiting all the nodes is known as tree traversal. If we visited each and every node in the binary tree, then it is said to be traversal. There are three types of traversal used to visit a node. First one is pre-order traversal, second one is post-order traversal, third one is in-order traversal. Let us discuss these one by one. Let us take an example. Here root node is 7. For this root node with 2 children, left one is 1, second one is 9. For this one again 2 children, again 3. This is a binary tree. Let us see how we will traverse these binary tree using different types of traversal techniques. First one is pre-order. In this pre-order, first we will visit the root and traverse the left subtree, and after that traverse the right subtree. For example, here is a tree. First we have to visit the root. Then what is the left subtree? This is the left subtree. After completely visiting this left subtree, we will go to the right subtree. In the same, after visiting this, we have to visit the left. After that, right. Again, if it contains any child, first we have to visit the left, then only after right. Pre-order traversal. In pre-order traversal, you visit the root node first, then left subtree, and finally the right subtree. Root, left, right. For pre-order, the order of visiting nodes is first root and left and then right. Here is the code for pre-order traversal of a tree. If node is equal to null, then return system.out.node.key. First we are having means if there is no any node, then return or print the root value. Again, recursive function node.left. After completing this, again pre-order of right means how will happen. Let us see. First, take one binary tree. A binary tree is a tree with at most two. Every node contains at most only 2 children. Okay, this is a binary tree. Here see, first this is a root node. We will print this left. Okay, for this left, this is the node. We will print this, and again node dot left. Okay, here is a node dot left. We will print this. For this, there is no child. So if node equal to null, then return. Again, it will go for right. Here it will go for right child, then it will print. After completing this, again come to this. After completing this left subtree completely, then it will go to the right subtree. If we are using pre-order, then the traversal sequence in the previous example will be like this: first 7, after that 1, then 0, 3, like this. Pre-order traversal will be done. Next one is post order. In this post order, first left subtree will be visited first, then right subtree, after that root. For post order, the order of traversing the nodes is first left, right, root. First we have to visit the left subtree, then right subtree, after that root. For pre-order, first root, next left, after that right. But in post order, first left, next right, after that root. Here is the code for post order node. Just change the order of these 3 statements. First, post order node dot left, next right, after that print the key. If it is null, then return to the function. If we use post order traversal, then the traversal of sequence of nodes is like this: first 0, 2, 4, 6, 3, 8, 10, 9, 7. This is the post order traversal of the previous example. Last is in order. In this in order, first we will traverse left subtree and then root, and after that right subtree. Okay, first one left subtree, next root, next right. In the previous, in pre-order, first root, next left, next right. In post-order, left, right root. In this in order, first we have to visit the left subtree, after that root, then only right. This is called in order traversal. The code for this in order traversal is as follows. Same code, but the order of these statements will be changed and the function name also changed. Here for left, first we have to visit the left subtree and then root and then right. If we use this in order traversal for this traversal, the sequence of nodes will be like this. In this way we can traverse our binary tree in three ways: in order, post order and pre-order. This is about binary tree, and next class we will going to learn about binary search tree. Thank you for watching.